Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. It's Monday morning, nice and early. Done a few sessions, just finished my gym workout as well. So we're ready to go. And today is something totally different. I have wanted to talk to you about DNA testing. And in particular, I wanted to show you this. Right. This is a DNA testing kit. Yeah, coming via World Global Network and Smart Life Solutions. It's very simple. It comes in the post. Hello, Chessie. Hi, Sue. Comes in the post. Nice and easy to do. What I want to do today, I wanted to show you, to explain to you how you do this test. First of all, how do you do DNA testing, which is nice and simple. And then I want to explain to you why I've done a DNA test myself when already done twice before with different companies, because there's a big difference. Right, first of all, this is what you get in the post. Nice little packet, yeah. When you open it, by the way, you get all the information inside it. So you get 2 swabs. Yeah, I've done the swabs last night. I didn't want to do them in the car because I didn't want to contaminate them. But you get 2 swabs. Yeah. Now this is different from all the DNA tests I've done before. I've done DNA testing before with 2 different companies. You only get 1 swab from them. Yeah, so here you get 2 swabs. Why 2 swabs? We do 1 on each cheek. 30 seconds there, 30 seconds there. Yes, there is no blood involved. It's all about swabbing your cheek. It couldn't be simpler. Nice and simple. You get 2 swabs. That's twice the amount of DNA. Yes, they got plenty of material to work on to do your DNA test results. Yeah, once you've done your test, your swab, all you gotta do is register online. That's all the instructions are in the packet. Yeah, it's nice and easy. You got not only instructions, you also got addresses. Yeah, whichever country you are, there will be a lab that's closest to you. We will provide all the addresses for you, so you don't have to wreck your brain trying to write it down on the letter, and everything is all provided for you. You register your swab kit online. Yeah, and you're given a very unique barcode. Yeah. This barcode is what will identify your DNA to you. So then you get your report sent to you, online, and you can see what's going on with that. And you also are given a validation code, yeah, to make sure that they've got the right DNA. With this company, with Smart Life Solutions, guys, this is very different because you got more than 1 DNA testing option. You've got the health and wellness, which is one provided by other providers as well. So it tells you your diet, it tells you your exercise, so how your DNA responds to exercise, how it responds to diet, carbohydrates, fats, and all that kind of thing. But we also provide another test that allows you to understand your drug sensitivities. So that to do with any drugs, whether prescribed or whether they're over-the-counter drugs, how your body responds at DNA level to these drugs, so to see whether they're actually helping you or whether they're actually causing you harm. Because sometimes if you take drugs that don't work well with DNA, they are more toxic rather than helpful to you. Yeah. So once you registered online and you issued your unique validation code, you put it on this little envelope. The 2 swabs are inside this envelope. Yeah. You select the sticker for the address that you're going to send it to, depending on which country you're in, and that's it. Goes in the post. Done. Finish. It took me a whole of 5 minutes to do the testing last night. That's all it is. It's nice and simple. So there's no blood taken. This is all swabbing. You gotta be obviously accurate with your swabbing. Yeah. So make sure you don't swab after having eaten something. You need to rinse your mouth. You don't want particles of food in there or coffee or whatever. But all the instructions are actually in this pack. Yeah. Everything is in here, and guys, it could not be simpler. Yeah. DNA testing is not difficult to do. The question is that, people ask me is, why the hell are you doing another DNA test when I've actually done 2 DNA tests using 2 different companies, when the information that you receive is actually similar? Because at the end of the day, your DNA doesn't change. Your genes are what you've got. It doesn't matter. You can't, have one day a good gene, one day that good gene is disappeared. Yeah, what you got, you've got. So of course I know this report will come back and will give me exactly the same information I got from the previous 2 reports. But why am I spending money to do this test? Morning, Vicky. So why am I bothering there? Because this is different. I'm not interested in the report as such, because I know what the report says. I've got an issue with carbohydrates. That's why I'm on ketogenic diet. My recovery rates, I know what my recovery rates are. I know whether I'm power or endurance based. I know what my detoxification ability. I know my caffeine and alcohol sensitivity. I know all of this, my vitamin deficiency. I know all of this from the previous 2 DNA tests I've done. But that's where the difference is here, guys. This test is part of an ecosystem. It's not just about giving you a report. This is what's happening with your DNA. So this is what the best course of action for you, nutrition-wise and exercise-wise. As I said, I know that. With this test, what happens is I can link it for the Smart Life Solutions application. I can actually link it to my biometric parameters. Yeah, so the biometric parameters, by the way, are measured by the Hilo LX Plus, which is what I got there. Is always on my wrist all the time, apart from when I shower, because I obviously don't want it when you're showering. And that records everything from blood pressure, blood oxygenation levels, your heart rate, your ECGs, your sleep quality, your energy levels, even stress. It does even post-diagnostics. It does loads of testing. Yeah, so what affects my biometric parameters on a daily basis is my lifestyle. Yeah, so if I'm having a particularly stressful day, guess what? My blood pressure goes up, my heart rate goes up, my sleep might be compromised because I'm too stressed to go to sleep properly. That affects. Now we know, and this has been proven, we know that lifestyle is what affects the gene expressions. So let me explain this to you guys. So as I said, what we're dealt is what we have. Yeah, the cards we dealt is what we have. So our genetic code is individual to us. Part of it comes from your mother, part of it comes from your father. You cannot change that. That is with you for life. However, how your genes express themselves, whether they express themselves in a good way, so they have a positive result for you, or whether they express themselves in a bad way, so they bring illness, disease, and very serious conditions, is totally driven by your lifestyle. And this is why at the moment in worldwide, I mean, I was talking to somebody in Nigeria yesterday, they're having major problem there as well now, with that we having all these chronic illnesses like diabetes, obesity, autoimmune as well. All these are diseases that are driven by bad lifestyle. Yeah, so when I'm talking about lifestyle, I'm talking about diet, I'm talking about activity, I'm talking about stress level, and I'm talking about sleep quality and your environment as well. Yeah, so these factors here will affect your lifestyle, and the quality of life that you have, and in terms affect your biometric parameters, which in turn affect the way your genes express themselves, whether they're going to express themselves in a good way and you're nice and healthy, or whether they're going to express themselves in a bad way. Now, we all have good and bad genes. Yeah, so we all have the possibility of developing very serious conditions like cancer. So why do some people develop them and some people don't? Yeah, it's lifestyle. Some type of cancers, if we know they've identified the specific gene that, control breast cancers and ovarian cancers. If you got that, the BRCA gene, normally is hereditary. And if you got that in this, you need to take action too, because the chances of you developing that particular type of cancer is really, really high, even if you control lifestyle. That's one thing. However, most of the other cancers are actually driven by lifestyle. Yeah, and that has got major impact on that. And let me tell you something, guys. Now, it's not just the body, it's the mind as well. Hi, Roberto. The Alzheimer has now been called type 3 diabetes. Alzheimer itself is driven, is worsened by diet and lifestyle, diet in particular. So it's been linked to excessive use of carbohydrate and sugars in our diet. So that our mind is now, we're screwing up our minds, with our lifestyle. Yeah. So why is it important then to link your DNA with your biometric parameters? Because I just said to you, your lifestyle is affecting your biometric parameters. Your biometric parameters affect your DNA and the expression of your genes. Yeah, so it's all good and well having a report that tells you, okay, you should be following low carbohydrate diet because your body doesn't work well with carbohydrates, or you should be following a low fat diet because your fat sensitivity is too high, or you should be doing power training because you're power based rather than endurance training like running marathon. It's all good and well having that information, but that information will change with your lifestyle. Yeah, because yes, absolutely, I can do, I'm power based. Yeah, so I love nothing more than doing heavy weights, power training. However, there are days when I have a very crappy night's sleep. Yeah, and it could be, with me, it's very easy, is if I eat too late in the evening, yeah, I don't digest, and if I don't digest, my night is gone, my sleep is messed up. The following day when I wake up, guess what? I'm exhausted. So my DNA is telling me do power work because that's what's going to give you the best result, for the time you put in there. There is no way I'm going to go and lift heavy weights doing 3 repetitions when I'm knackered. I'm going to drop the barbell on my head and I'm going to kill myself. Yeah, so that's the difference. When you are able to link your DNA, your genetic code, to actually how your lifestyle is affecting your biometric parameters, and in terms how that's going to affect the expression of your own genes, that is the holy grail, guys. And you know what? The Smart Life Solutions DNA testing with World Global Network is the only, let me repeat this to you, the only company that does DNA testing and links it to your biometric parameters. And how is it going to help you? Well, you don't have to guess. You don't have to think, okay, my blood pressure is high. Doesn't mean now, how is it going to affect my genes? You don't have to do any of that. We've got artificial intelligence. It's called the Oracle. It's part of the Smart Life Solutions application. Yeah. And what that does, the Oracle reads your biometric parameters as as recorded by your HeroLex Plus, which you have on you all the time, 24/7. Yeah, that reads those one and reads your code, which is stored on the application, and then it gives you tailored recommendations. So the actual artificial intelligence in the application tells you what to do. So taking the thinking out of the process completely. This is artificial intelligence that tells you what to do, tells you, about nutrition advice. It gives you, tell you activity advice, is, lifestyle changes you need to make. Yeah. And even more so than that. So if that wasn't enough, guys, there is nothing out there that does that. Do you really think I will go and spend more money to run a third DNA test that gives me the same information that I had from the previous 2, yeah, if I wasn't getting anything better? I'm not interested in the report. I told you I know exactly what my DNA is. I've learned it by heart. I read 2 full reports on that. Yeah, but none of the other DNA companies, by the way, they're very good companies. I'm not saying they're not. They're absolutely great companies, but they do what everybody else does. Produce a report for you, and then you've got to understand what it means. You got to interpret that, or you got to pay for them to get one of their consultants to call you and explain it to you, so you got to pay extra for that. Yeah, and then you've only got one snapshot of your DNA, so that snapshot right now, but it doesn't tell you what's going to happen when your biometric parameters are affecting your DNA and the expression of your DNA. Yeah, it doesn't tell you any of that. So with the artificial intelligence, it tells you, what you need to do. But even more so, let me ask you one question. How many of you are taking supplements on a daily basis? Yeah. Chances are, whether you take the supplements from the supermarket, which are multivitamins, that, by the way, save you money because they're useless. Yeah. Or you take supplements, from Amazon or whatever you might take them for. I would say 90% of people would take some form of supplements on a daily basis. Yeah, right. Do we need supplements? Absolutely. You know, if you had asked me 10 years ago, I would have said no. If you've got a balanced diet, you don't need supplements. These days, unfortunately, our fruits, our vegetables, our meat, they are not the quality they used to be, 10 years ago. If you think about it, unless you're lucky enough to live in one of those lovely countries that produce everything locally, which not many countries do that, in the UK, we have to import most of our fruit and vegetables. Yeah. So what happens is you want to have, some nice berries coming to you. Yeah. They got to pick them when they're not ripe yet, because if you pick them when they're ripe, they come here, they go rancid. Yeah. So they pick them when they're not ripe so they can survive the journey to us, and they come to us, they are kind of ripe-ish. Yeah. But really they're not ripe. What's happening when you remove a fruit or a vegetable from the source of nutrients that it has to grow, they stop growing. Yeah. And they stop filling themselves with good nutrients. They start decaying. So when you get the fruit and the vegetable, fruit especially from the supermarkets, and it says ripen at home, it's not ripening at home, it's decomposing at home. Because it's not attached to the tree anymore. How can it ripen? It's got no nutrition coming to it. It's decomposing. So it gets sweet because it's decomposing, but it hasn't got any more nutrients. So nowadays, fruit and vegetables have got a lot less nutrients, vitamins and minerals than they used to have many, many years ago, because of all this, bringing fruit. We've got this idea that we have to have strawberry all year round. Wrong. You have strawberry when they're in season. But because, we are living a culture where we want everything, we want it now, we don't care whether it is or not. So you end up having fruit that's very poor in nutrients. Yeah. So and same with meat. I know in the UK, there's been more regulations, like in Europe, it's more controlled. I know in some other countries, like the States, they pump them with hormones, they pump them with antibiotics. So you end up getting a mouthful of hormones, and then growth hormones, by the way. So you get bigger and bigger and bigger, which you don't want to do. Not to mention affects your own hormones, estrogen, testosterone, and everything else. Yeah. So the quality of our food and our vegetables, our meat and fish as well, is with mercury contamination, all that, is not as good as it used to be. So even if you have a very good balanced diet, which by the way 90% of people don't know how to eat balanced anyway, you will still be lacking, hi Monica, you will still be lacking of some nutrients, some vitamins, some minerals. So yes, we do need supplementation to make sure we have everything that our body needs to work optimally. Yeah. But it needs to be targeted supplementation, people. There is no point in you going and buying a multivitamins from Tesco or Sainsbury's or wherever you're buying it from, or Amazon. Yeah. That's not targeted to you. You buy because, well, forget everything, every single vitamin under the sun, surely it's going to be good for me. No, because you might not need it. And if you don't need it, you overdose anyway, which is never a good thing. Even vitamins, you overdose, some of them are not very good. Some minerals can actually kill you if you overdose, like selenium. Yeah. So you got to be very careful what you're doing. But people just do that because it's the easy option. Sometimes the cheapest option. You get it from Tesco, they cost you nothing. Yeah. And actually, most of the time, they come out through when you go to toilets, because they're all synthetic stuff. Your body doesn't understand them, can't use them, can't absorb them. And then everything you buy just goes right through you and you get nothing from that. So this is the kicker, guy. This DNA test, yeah, that I'm sending off today, as I said, it gives me all the information about nutrition, exercise, lifestyle, all this kind of information based on my DNA. I've known the information already, great, but it's nice to have it. Goes into an application called My Life Solution. That information is stored there. That information is read by the artificial intelligence, who reads the information, genetic code, and reads your biometric parameters from the Helio Lex. And it gives you tailored advice, personalized advice, based on your own specific DNA and based on how your lifestyle is affecting your DNA. That alone is... Yeah, that alone, that doesn't exist anywhere else. So that alone is huge. But in addition to that, it takes one step further. What it does, it produces every 30 days, it produces a report on what you need vitamins, minerals wise, yeah, amino acids, all that kind of stuff. And it recommends personalized vitamins, minerals, amino acids that you need for the particular month. And guess what? You don't have to go and wreck your brain and go to Amazon, order each one individually. It's going to cost you a bomb, or try to find them in a health store. You can actually receive them directly through this application. This is an option you have. Yeah, you can actually get this. It's called a NutriPack. These are vitamin, minerals, supplements, amino acids. They are all, by the way, vegans. They're organic and they're gluten-free. Why? Because, guys, we want to make sure everybody can have them. Yeah, gluten-free these days is a must. If you're still eating gluten, guys, you need to just do a lot of research on that. It screws up your body completely. You should all be gluten-free, regardless of whether you are celiac or not. Organic, yes, we know if stuff is not organic, you got pesticide, all sorts of stuff in there. Yeah, vegan is to make sure that everybody can have them. Yeah, but I'm not vegan. However, if somebody's vegan, it's not right not to give them a chance to have them, just because the capsule might not be vegan. Yeah. But the most important part, guys, is this NutriPack is produced every 30 days with the supplementation that you specifically need for the 30 days. Yeah, so it's not about giving you a whole chunk of supplements, yeah, and giving you 3 months supply of that. What is that about? Do you know what's going to happen next month or the month after that? Do you know how your biometric parameters are going to change? You don't know. Yeah, so don't buy supplements the last 2 or 3 months unless you know for a fact you're going to need them. You don't know, because let's give you an example. If I'm having typical, let's say office person, yeah. If you like working in an office, you might spend the whole day sitting down, hours in front of a screen. Can be stressful if you got timelines to meet and everything. So you're having on a normal day, if you're traveling to central London, stressful traveling to central London. So while you're working, your stress levels will be higher, who then affects potentially your sleep quality, will affect your blood pressure, it will affect your detoxification ability within your body, and it will affect the amount of vitamins and minerals, and which vitamins and minerals you're going to need to support your body while you're going through the stress period. Because of course your cortisol goes up, your adrenals are fatigued, yeah, the thyroid can drop down, yeah, because once your adrenals start fatiguing, then the thyroid start dropping down, even if you haven't got thyroid problems. So during that period, your body's going to need XYZ supplements. Yeah, let's say next month you go on holiday. So what are you going to do on holiday? You're doing nothing. You're chilling, doing bugger all, doing whatever makes you relax. Yeah, are you still going to need XYZ supplements? Of course not, because you're no longer stressed out. You may need some of them, yeah, but not all of them, or you may need new ones. So why on earth do you want to guess what you need supplement wise, and take supplements that are, from supermarkets especially, that are going to do nothing for you, because they are all synthetic stuff created in a lab. The body doesn't understand that. You need to be natural, have natural supplements, yeah? In addition to that, get amounts, and you keep on taking those forever and more, hoping that something will happen, you feel better, and guess what? You don't feel better. That's why you don't feel better, because they're not tailored to you. What if you had the ability not only to have a coach, the oracle, the artificial intelligence that tells you all the time, this is what you need to do, gives you recommendation, nutrition, activity, lifestyle recommendation based on your own DNA and based on your own biometric parameters, how lifestyle is affecting your biometric parameters. In addition to that, every month it recommends supplementations, vitamins, minerals, amino acids, which is healthy, and it's approved. By the way, the supplements are FDA approved for the American people. FDA, the Food and Drug Administration, is a big thing you want over there. The FDA approved, yeah? So, you get these supplements. By the way, the supplements that you get have got your own name on that. Yeah, so if it's 2 or 3 people having the supplements, in the household, you got your little box with your own name on that, so don't mix them up. You know exactly which one is yours, and you just stick with your box. Yeah, so you don't end up mixing it all up, because you don't want to mix it up. It's personalized. So DNA, your own specific DNA, nutrition, exercise, and lifestyle advice, through artificial intelligence, based on your DNA and based on how your lifestyle is affecting your biometric parameters. And in addition to that, every month you have the option to have supplements prescribed for you, which are going to work for you for the 30 days based on your lifestyle and your own DNA. Truly personalized, healthy supplements, as I say, organic, gluten-free, vegan. Yeah. And every month that gets readjusted because your life changes, the stress in your life changes. Yeah. Your food changes. Just think about it. When it's hot in the summer, what do we tend to do? We tend to eat salads. We tend to eat actually healthier, quite frankly, because our hunger level goes down. We feel cheerful. It's sunny. It's warm. We're out a lot more. We eat a lot healthy, a lot more fruit, a lot more vegetables. Yeah. Yes, in Italy, you eat a lot more ice cream, but that's a different story. Yeah. And then in the winter, when it gets cold, all you want good hearty food, so you want the stews, you want the meats, you want the heavy stuff, and you move a lot less. What do you think that's going to do to your body? First of all, as you change the way you eat based on the season, based sometimes on mood, because if you're an emotional eater, you can stuff your face if you're feeling upset, and eat all the wrong things anyway. But as you change your food that you choose, the type of vitamins, minerals, and the quantities you have changes. Of course it changes because, an apple hasn't got the same vitamins and minerals that an avocado has. It's totally different beast. Yeah. So what happens? Imagine having this artificial intelligence that gives you the supplementation based on what you're doing, based on what you need. Yeah. Amazing. It's amazing. There is nothing out there like this, guys. So if you want personalization, there is nothing more personalized than this. Yeah. Do you have to have the supplementation? Yeah, absolutely not. You don't have to. As I say, we offer you options. Our aim is to help you optimize your health. Yeah. We're all on the budget. Fine, great. Yeah, so choose where you spend your money wisely. Yeah, if you need to go and have your nails done, yeah, you want to miss, nail done for a week or two, miss that one and invest in your health instead. Yeah, but the reality is, just think about it, if you had the chance of having purely personalized supplements, yeah, based on your DNA, based on your lifestyle, your biometric parameters, yeah, personalized to you every month in, month out, just for that month. So you haven't got leftover, you get just enough for that month, and then the next month you get the one that you're gonna need for next month. Yeah. So if you had a chance to have that purely personalized, why would you go back and buy supplements generic that are not gonna work for you? You're probably gonna get them out with the urine anyway. Does it make sense? It just doesn't make sense at all to go. If your health is personal to you, it's based, as I say, on your lifestyle, it's based on your genes. Yeah, there is no point in going and wasting your money buying stuff that's generic. It's the same principle as if you go online and you're buying a workout program or even get it for free, because let's be honest, something for free is not worth the money it's written on. Yeah, because it's too generic. You go online, you buy a generic program, or you get a free generic nutrition program, a free generic exercise program. Yeah, and what does it do for you? Nothing. You slave in the gym. You go on starvation diet because the diet says you have to do that, because the workout says you have to do that. And guess what? You may get a little result. You're never gonna get your goal, ever. Morning, Jason. You're never, ever gonna get your goal. Yeah. Why? Because one size does not fit all. And I keep saying this, guys, it's not just something that I pluck up in the air. You've got to learn, you are individuals. You are unique. Yeah, the only time when you're going to share your genetic code exactly to somebody else if you are an identical twin. Yeah. And even better, imagine if you're identical twin, then one of you takes the test, two of you get the benefit. Brilliant! Even better, two for the price of one. Yeah. But the reality is we're not all identical twins. I haven't got an identical twin. I've got a sister. She's more than enough for me. Thank you very much. Bless her. And she's totally different. Yeah. And I can tell you, I told you I've done 2 DNA tests before doing this one. Yeah. And I got my sister to do DNA test. That's why Jason is totally unique. I got to do DNA test with the other company. Yeah, we're sisters. We were brought up the same way. Yeah, by the same parent, my dad. But I moved over to the UK. Yeah. Now her DNA results were completely different from mine. Completely different. I have a problem with carbohydrate. I was recommended a very low carbohydrate diet. She's perfectly fine with carbohydrates. And even with fat, so she was recommended a Mediterranean diet. Totally different. Completely different. You know, her response to exercise is different from my response to exercise. Her detoxification ability is different from mine. The only thing we both had was the celiac genes. But guess what? I developed celiac disease in the UK. My sister's in Italy. She lives Italian lifestyle. She has not developed celiac disease. We both have exactly the same genes for celiac disease. This is when I'm saying your lifestyle affects the expression of your genes. The good and the bad. It can suppress the good genes and it can activate the bad genes. You do not know what effect your lifestyle is having on your genes unless you are tracking people. Do not guess, because guess gets you into trouble. Do not guess. It's so easy. I told you it couldn't be easier. Last night I did the DNA test. 2 swabs. Yeah. It took me a few minutes to do that. It is not rocket science. It's the easiest thing possible. There's no blood involved. You send it off. You get your report. Your report is a snapshot, guys. It tells you what your DNA is. Yeah, it's not going to tell you how your lifestyle is going to affect your DNA and what you need to do about it. But for that, you need to have a constant check on your biometric parameters. For that, you need to have somebody telling you, okay, you've had a very stressful week. You haven't been sleeping properly. Now you need more melatonin. Now you need more vitamin B or vitamin D or that. How are you going to know that? It's very simple. It couldn't be simpler. The only way to know that is to use the Smart Life solution. Yeah, so you've got the DNA stored in the Smart Life solution application. You got the Oracle, the artificial intelligence, who links to your DNA, to your biometric parameters, read by the Hilo. Yeah, and just remind the guys, please, this is not a fitness tracker. We're not interested in counting your steps. You can count them yourself, for God's sake. You know, we're not interested. It's not a watch. Where's the time on this? You've got a phone. Use your bloody phone. You got a watch. Use your bloody watch. What we're interested in is health. How to help you improve or optimize your health. Yeah. If you do 10,000 steps a day, is great. It's activity. Yeah. Is that going to optimize your health on its own? No, it's not. If you got high blood pressure, you don't know about it. You can do 20, 30, 40,000 steps a day. You're still going to have a heart attack. Health, people, that's what it's about. Health. This measures your health parameters. Blood pressure, oxygenation level, ECG, guys, it produces an electrocardiogram graph. A PDF version of that you can store, you can save, or you can even send to your doctor. If you're having palpitation, you're having some problems, you can send it to a doctor. They can never look. And it tells them when the problem started. Yeah? So these are the biometric parameters that make the difference. It's not calories burned. Because let's be honest, people. If you're buying Fitbit to track your steps, and to find out how many calories you're burning, you're wasting your time. You know why? There is no way you can ever be accurate 100% on your calories. Ever. You know why? Because so many things affect how many calories you burn. It's not just your activity. Yeah, it's your weight. So the heavier you are, the more you burn. Yeah, because you've got bigger mass to move around. It's what kind of exercise you done. If I do running for an hour, I'll burn more calories while I'm running. Yeah, but then I stop burning. That's cardio. If I do weightlifting, I'll burn less calories while I'm weightlifting, but I'm gonna keep on burning at an increased rate for the next 48 hours. How are you gonna know that? How does the Fitbit know that? He hasn't got a clue. So please don't use fitness tracking to determine your calories, because it's pointless. Determining steps, again, is good. However, be aware that some fitness trackers, all you're going to do is shake them like that and he's recording steps. Yeah? So let's be honest. Yeah? So, it's what you want to record is your health parameters, your vital sign, because that is what is going to change and affect your DNA and the expression of DNA. You also need to record your diet, guys, because if you don't record what you're eating, you don't know what you're eating. If you don't know what you're eating, then you got half of the equation missing. Yeah, especially if you got in the family already instances of diabetes or problems like that. Knowing what you're eating is paramount. Yeah, but now you got the ability to do DNA-based, advice, plus biometric parameters. So you match your DNA to your biometric parameters, how your lifestyle affects your biometric parameters, who then affect how your DNA expression, the expression of your genes, whether it's going to be a good one or a bad expression of your genes. And by the way, as I told you before, you can change that all the time. It's in your hands. You can't change your genes, but you can change the way they're expressing. If your health is deteriorating, it's because of your lifestyle. It's not because of your genes, it's because of your lifestyle. Change your lifestyle. How do you know? You track. That's how you know. In addition to that, personalized supplementation based on how your body is being affected by your lifestyle and by your DNA. 30-day supplementation, because you don't want to get 2-3 months of supplementation. You don't know what's going to happen next month. I mean, are you clairvoyant? It's not going to happen. 30-day supplementation to work in line with what you need now, personalized to you. All you get is 30 days worth of the supplements that you need for that month. So there's no leftovers, there's no waste, there's no, I've got to finish them because I paid for them. No, 30 days. Next month, the Oracle, the artificial intelligence, will tell you, now you need this. A pack will be sent to you directly. You don't have to wreck your brain. Do I need to order? It's sent to you directly. If you want the option, as I said, it's an option. But why wouldn't you? Personalized nutrition, personalized supplementation, all done through an artificial intelligence, guys. I mean, it couldn't be simpler. Takes the guesswork out, completely out of your health. It is. To me, I mean, it's just ridiculous where we're going with this. I mean, when this was launched, when we told about that, we were, my mind was blown completely. I was shaking. I was going to a client, I was shaking like that. I could not believe what we were just being told, because I didn't know it was possible. But it is. It's possible. And you know what? It's going to get more and more and more and more. And you know what? With the Helo X Plus, guys, this has got an API platform. So everything it records of your biometric parameters that it records, there will be more and more and more and more things you can record. Let me tell you one thing. We're going to have some third-party, some premium partners that are working with us. Obviously, we got Smart Life Solution, we got Xfinity Labs. We got other premium partners working with us to offer you extra things that will make a massive difference to you. And let me tell you something. There is something coming out called the Helo ID. What that is a little tag that you attach to the bracelet of the Helo. It's got a QR code, which everybody has these days. On the QR code, you can record everything, your medical information. You can actually do videos about it, voice recording, who to contact. It will record the biometric parameters. It will have records of the biometric parameters from the Helo X Plus. So imagine what happens if, God forbid, you had an accident, or you passed out. You're on the street, you passed out. People find you. There's a QR code attached to that. They scan it, and the first responders, the first emergency service, get all the information they need immediately. Your blood group, your medication you're on, who to contact for you, your allergies, what's happened in the last, 1-2 months worth of biometric parameters, all that information, what's happened to your blood pressure recently, all the information like that at the fingertips. Do you think that will make a difference to how they can treat you and how quickly they can treat you and the end result of a treatment? Of course it does. That's coming. This is ridiculously revolutionary technology. Yeah, we can help you get in control of your health. We can actually, with this technology, DNA, biometric parameters, all the technology we've got, I have no doubt we can stop obesity and diabetes worldwide, because now you got a way of controlling it. You got a way of finding out what's going on in your body. And one thing I haven't mentioned to you guys, because I got so excited with everything, is with Smart Life Solution, you don't just do the health and wellness report that tells you nutrition, exercise, and all that kind of stuff. You also have a drug sensitivity report. Yeah, so why is that important? Well, let's just say you are on medication. I have some clients, because I specialize in obesity, diabetes, and autoimmune. I've got some clients that take 20 tablets a day. Now, if you know, a lot of the prescribed tablets they give you will have side effects. Yeah, that means they mess up something else. I'll give you an example. Statins. Statins, you take statins, they make you diabetic. So why do they give them to you? Because the doctor is only preoccupied with treating the most dangerous, the most imminent risk to your health, which is a heart attack. They know you go on statins, you're going to become type 2 diabetic. But hey, they got a pill for that afterwards. They got metformin. So they don't worry about that. They need to stop your heart attack. But hey, you can stop that. High cholesterol, you can stop that through diet and lifestyle changes. You don't need statins. You don't need to give yourself type 2 diabetes and then take another pill. Yeah? But if your medication, you can't come off medication. Like, for example, I'm on medication for thyroid. Yeah? I had my thyroid removed 20 years ago. In those days, you just took it out. They didn't bother, double checking, take it out just in case. And then Hashimoto, nobody bothered diagnosing me with Hashimoto because, as you know, it's bare minimum that goes on in NHS. So for 10 years, I had Hashimoto chewing away at my other thyroid. Instead of having 2 thyroid glands now, I've only got 20% of 1 gland. So I'm never going to come off medication for thyroid because I just haven't got the gland left there to do the work. If I had both glands and it was just a bit sluggish, I could fix it with lifestyle and food. I can't do that. So I'm not going to be on medication for life. However, I was on levothyroxine, yeah, which is the medication given by NHS, which is T4 hormones, which is an inactive form of thyroid hormone. I was on that for 20 years. Had no effect on me. I felt exhausted all the time. My hair was falling out, fatigued. My moods were all over the place. Weight gain all the time. And I kept on being told that your blood tests are fine, your blood tests are fine, blood tests. Of course they're fine, because they test T4 on the blood test. They give me T4, of course it's going to show perfect. I was deficient in T3. The body converts T4, inactive form of thyroid hormone, into T3, the active form which the body can use. If you can't do the conversion efficiently, that happens in the liver, you are screwed. But your blood test result will show you're perfectly fine, because you've got loads of T4 in the system. Yeah. So I got fed up. It was getting nowhere. So I had to get pay for a specialist in Harley Street who ran the test, and straight away she told me, yeah, your T3 is rock bottom. We need to change your medication. Ever since that, my medication changed by the specialist. My energy levels are fine. My thyroid is working perfectly. And now I forbid my doctor to touch my thyroid. Whenever this test done, I tell the doctor, F off, I'm sorry. Get lost. You got not an expert. You got no clue. I'm paying for somebody privately to run those tests, because then she can give me the right advice. Now, imagine if I had this test available, drug sensitivity test. It could have told me that levothyroxine was not working for me. Ages ago. Not taking for 10 years and screwing up my whole health with that. Yeah. It's the same. You could be on medication for blood pressure. You know, for blood pressure, sometimes they give you 3-4 different medication because you got to do the medication to compensate the side effect of the other one. You could be on those ones for years and years and years, like it happened with my husband. Yeah, Marco was on blood pressure medication for ages, and when he started wearing the Heliolex Plus, all of a sudden we realized his blood pressure was high. I said, how is it possible? We've been on medication for ages. His body had adapted to those medication. They had to change the medication for him. These drug sensitivity tests will tell you if something works. The medication, whether it's prescribed or whether it's over-the-counter, headache tablets, whatever might be the case. If a medication is working for you or is working against you. Because if a medication is working against you, it can actually be toxic to you. Cause inflammation, not going to kill you, but it's going to cause inflammation in the body. When the high level of inflammation in the body, guess what? It opens you up to autoimmune disorders. It opens you up to regular colds and cough and all that kind of thing. Yeah. And it stops fat loss. You're highly inflamed, your fat loss drops, finishes. Yes, there's so many things affecting you guys. So this is the only company I've seen that do a drug sensitivity test. So that's an extra option there for you. As I said, it's all about giving you option to make the informed decision, the right decision for you. I know what the right decision for me is. I've done DNA testing before. I've got the report. I know my DNA. What I don't know is how my lifestyle is affecting my DNA on a daily basis, on a monthly basis. And I'm fed up of trying to guess what my supplementation should be. Yeah, I take the supplement I believe are good for me. Do I know if they're good for me? No, I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming they're good for me, but I got no way of tracking. Yeah, I got no way of seeing whether my body is using them properly. Now you can take the guesswork out. It's all done for you. Artificial intelligence working for you, giving you supplementation you need every 30 days, because you don't know what's going to happen next month. Don't guess for the next 3 months you're going to need that supplementation. Just take what you need now. It saves you money, it's targeted, and it gets you results. So that's all I want to say, guys. I need to go and post this out and to get my results. And if you got any questions, please put some comments down. Happy to get back to you. You can see Jason and Vicky have been putting various comments there, so I get so excited I don't get to read anything. So if I missed your comments, sorry about that. Thank you for listening to me. And please, 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 if you know some, I'm not going to say if you know somebody, because you know what? Everyone should have this technology. One test is just one DNA test can change your whole life. Yeah. So one test, you only got to do it one time, not like me 3 times, because the other 2 companies don't give me the opportunity to find out, you know, on a daily basis, on a monthly basis, how my DNA is being affected by my lifestyle. So I've got to do it 3 times. So the 3rd time lucky, they say 3rd time lucky, this is my 3rd time. Yeah. So one test, you know, one time. Because if you do the right test, like this test, you only got to do once. You don't need to go anywhere else. Yeah. And you get one lifetime of understanding. Yeah. Unlock your genetic code. Great. But understand your genetic code and your lifestyle impact. How your lifestyle impact your health. That is the new frontier. Now it's all done for you. One artificial intelligence doing it all for you. Personalized supplementation every 30 days. It could not be any easier, guys. So who needs that? You need that. Your family needs that. Everyone needs that. Because investing in your health is the biggest and the best investment you can do. There's no point in investing in fancy stuff. Yeah. There is no point in investing in properties if you're going to drop dead tomorrow because you didn't look after your health. Who's going to enjoy that? I've got one of my clients who is a millionaire. He's been working for many, many, many years. He works ridiculous hours, stressful. His health is going down the drain. He will not listen. He wants a pill. He doesn't want hard work. He wants a pill. He's been done all the tests around the world. He's been tested by nutritionists. He's been told this is what you need to do. Yeah, and he won't do it. because it requires effort. It requires him changing his lifestyle. It requires him changes his diet. So what's going to happen? I did actually crack the joke with him because he told me he wants to buy himself a diamond encrusted coffin. And I said, great. Okay, so let me know when you're going to get buried, because I'm going to come take the diamonds out. You know, what's the point? You're not going to even see your diamond encrusted coffin. You're dead. You've left no legacy. You left nothing. He's got no family. He sacrificed his family because of his woke mentality. There's nobody to leave that to. He's not enjoying life now because he's busy chasing the dollars, the pounds. Yeah? And you know what? His worst fear is to lose his dignity by having to be cared for by other people in his old age. And that's exactly where he's going. Because why? He's got all the money in the world. He could buy 200,000 of these kids if he wanted. But his health is not his priority. Well, it will be once he loses it. Once he has a heart attack, that God forbid no, but once he has a stroke, which is the closest thing he's going to get to with this current situation, he gets a stroke, he ends up on a wheelchair because he's half paralyzed. Then he's going to lose his dignity, his biggest fear, because he could not be bothered to stop, take stock, revisit his priority. His health, what is his priority? Yeah. So this is your chance, guys. You know, all of you should be taking this test. As I told you, it's the third time I do DNA test. I don't need to do DNA test. I know exactly what my DNA is. The reason I'm doing it now is because this is different. This is an ecosystem. You got artificial intelligence helping you. You got your biometric parameters. It's so personalized, you cannot go wrong. And it's all done for you. All you gotta do is follow the instructions. All you gotta do is, you know, if you get all your results, you don't follow what it tells you, but of course you're not gonna get any results. But then why would you waste your money? Ask yourself, what's more important for you? Is your health more important for you? Because if your health is not important enough for you, then I'm just talking to a brick wall. Then we need to have this conversation when your health has gone so bad that then you're going to take note. But remember something, it's not just about you, it's your family. How are your kids going to feel if they're going to grow up without you? How's that going to affect them? I know, because I lost my mother when I was 7. My dad did a brilliant job of bringing us up, my sister and I. But I've never, ever had that mother figure. That's affected him massively, massively has affected me. Do you want to put your children in that position because you could not be bothered to put your health first? That's the question you've got to ask yourself. Okay? That's what I want to say. So share it with everyone that you love, because they need to know about it and they need to do something about it. Yeah. Have a great week, everybody. So I've got Ricky there. I see Shai. I see Catherine. I can see Vicky. I can see Jason. I can see because there's nobody else here. There's everything scrolled up now. So if I haven't called you, I do apologize. I can't see you there. Just hi to everyone. Thank you for listening. Share it with the people you love, because you can make a massive impact to the life and to the quality of life and the health, and of course for yourself as well. Any questions, as usually, drop me a message. Happy to reply to you personally if you want to, or on this thread. That's absolutely fine. And until next time, have a great day, and I'm gonna go to post my DNA now. Bye everyone.